hillside, wrapped in ribbons made of gold. Every sunrise seemed to whisper stories waiting to be told. The dew still kissed the meadow grass, the robins filled the air, and I could almost hear your footsteps floating softly everywhere. We loved that little hillside just beyond the split rail fence. You'd say the world grew quieter every time we wandered in. We'd carry an old picnic quilt, fresh bread and blackberry pie, then watch the clouds drift slowly across that endless country sky. Those were days that needed nothing money never could provide. Every blessing seemed to find us walking side by side. A wild rose in your weathered hands, a smile upon your face, turned an ordinary afternoon into amazing grace. Golden light on Cedar Hill still falls the way it did, painting every memory where our youthful hearts once lived. Though the seasons keep on turning and years keep rolling by, love still waits upon that hillside beneath the open sky. We watched our children running through the tall Kentucky grass. Tiny boots and happy laughter always seemed to pass too fast. You'd call them home for supper as the evening cooled the air, and every window glowed with comfort, peace, and answered prayer. Autumn wrapped the maple branches in a coat of crimson flame. Winter dressed the quiet valley, yet the hillside stayed the same. Spring returned with painted blossoms, summer followed close behind. Every season left another precious treasure in my mind. Now our hair has turned to silver, our footsteps move more slow. Still I find your hand without a word, the way true lovers know. No grand speeches are required, no promises to prove. A lifetime built on little moments is the strongest kind of love. Sometimes we sit in silence, watching evening settle down. Church bells echo through the valley, a peaceful, gentle sound. The cattle graze beyond the creek, smoke curls from the chimney high. Everything feels right at home beneath the painted sky. If tomorrow brings another dawn, we'll climb the hill once more. We'll thank the Lord for simple days and every year before. If heaven looks like anywhere I've ever longed to be, it surely holds a Cedar Hill where you'll be waiting there for me. Until that blessed morning comes, I'll treasure every mile, every golden sunset, every quiet country smile. Because love is never measured by the places we have been, but by the faithful heart beside us through every season's wind. The morning came so quietly, like the mist upon the hills. Neither one of us was speaking, though the world stood strangely still. We both knew the road was changing, like the seasons always do. Some goodbyes are born from kindness, not because love wasn't true. I remember every sunrise, every dream we used to share, every promise made beneath the stars still lingers in the air. There is no room left for anger, only gratitude remains for the years that shaped our story through the sunshine and the rain. Some hearts aren't meant to hold forever, yet they're gifts along the way, teaching us that love is measured by the grace with which we say, I will always love you. Though our roads now lead apart, you'll forever have a place deep inside my heart. I will always love you with a quiet, gentle prayer. May your mornings bring you laughter, may you always find love there. Every memory we created will forever shine anew. Though tomorrow calls us onward, I will always treasure you. The old porch still remembers where we watched the evening sky, sharing dreams beside the fire as the years rolled slowly by. Now the wind still sings those melodies through the maple and the pine, bringing back the sweetest echoes of your hand once holding mine. I've learned that love grows stronger when it's given room to breathe. Sometimes letting go with kindness is the greatest gift we leave. Every ending hides a blessing, every tear can heal in time, and every heart keeps moving like an old familiar rhyme. If someday our paths should cross again with silver in our hair, may we smile without regret, thankful we were there. For the love we shared was honest, and no passing year can hide the way two faithful souls once walked together, side by side. I will always love you, not with sorrow, not with pain, but with peace that comes from knowing love has never lived in vain. I will always love you as the seasons gently fly, like the river meets the ocean beneath an endless sky. When the final sunset finds me and these earthly days are through, I'll be grateful for the blessing of once loving you. Some songs never truly fade. Some hearts never say goodbye. They simply live forever, where cherished memories lie.
Way beyond the old cornfields where the morning fog rolls low, there's a weathered wooden farmhouse where the sweetest apples grow. Every autumn brings the harvest. Neighbors gather hand in hand, sharing stories, pies, and laughter all across the family land. An old fiddle starts a melody, children dance beneath the trees. Grandma hums a song she learned, carried softly by the breeze. Nothing there is bought with riches, every smile is earned with care. Simple moments fill the evening like a thankful country prayer. Life grows sweeter when it's shared around an old familiar fire. The smallest blessings often become the memories we admire. Oh, Applejack, sing another song tonight. Let the fiddle keep on playing till the morning light. Oh, Applejack, raise another joyful cheer. Here's to friends and family who gather every year. Through the changing seasons and the harvest moon above, home will always find us wrapped inside its love. Leaves are painted red and golden, pumpkins rest beside the gate. Old dogs sleep beside the porch steps, patiently they always wait. Grandpa tells the same old stories, though we've heard them all before. Somehow every single telling makes us love them even more. Smoke is rising from the chimney, coffee warms the evening air. Every little conversation reminds us someone cares. Though the years keep moving onward and our children journey far, they still find their way back home, following that northern star. One day we will all grow older, just like those who came before. But the songs we sing together will keep echoing evermore. Every apple holds a season, every tree recalls the years, growing stronger through the sunshine and the storms we've persevered. Oh, Applejack, let the music carry on long after the stars are shining, long after the dawn. Oh, Applejack, may these memories remain like the harvest every autumn, returning once again. When tomorrow calls us onward and another year goes by, we'll still gather here together beneath the country sky. As the lanterns slowly fade and the crickets softly sing, home is found in simple moments that every season brings. Every spring the hillside wakes with colors soft and bright, wildflowers dancing in the breeze beneath the morning light. I still walk that winding trail where we wandered hand in hand, listening to the mockingbirds sing across the land. You always loved the little things, a robin building high, the scent of fresh-cut clover fields, white clouds drifting by. You'd gather daisies one by one, with laughter sweet and low, saying every tiny blossom had a story left to show. We planted dreams beside the fence, watched every season grow. The maple trees grew tall with us, their leaves began to glow. Some years were rich with harvest rain, some brought drought instead, but hope was always blooming where your gentle footsteps led. When wildflowers remembered, they whispered through the breeze, carrying little pieces of the life we couldn't see. Every petal holds a promise, every blossom knows your name. Though the years keep rolling onward, love still burns the same. There's an old blue quilt folded on the cedar chest upstairs. Its patches tell the story of the life we chose to share. One square from your wedding dress, one from my Sunday shirt. Every stitch was sewn together through both joy and hurt. The kitchen window catches golden afternoon sunlight. Your favorite cast iron kettle still whistles every night. I almost hear you humming as supper fills the room, turning ordinary evenings into memories in bloom. The creek still follows its old path, never asking why. The geese still cross October in their quiet, perfect line. Nature keeps reminding me that endings aren't the end. Every fallen leaf is only spring beginning once again. Neighbors wave from passing trucks, just like years before. Children ride their bicycles past our weathered porch. Life keeps moving gently, the town keeps rolling on. Yet somehow every sunset still feels like your favorite song. If heaven has wide meadows filled with endless fields of gold, I know you'll still be smiling just the way you always showed. Saving one more dance for me beneath eternal skies, where wildflowers never fade and no one says goodbye. Until that blessed morning, I'll walk these country miles, finding you in cardinals, sunsets, songs, and smiles. Because love is never buried beneath the passing years. It simply grows like wildflowers, watered by our tears. met you where the gravel road turned toward an old red barn. The summer breeze was soft and slow, the evening felt so warm. You laughed beneath the painted sky with wildflowers in your hands. And somehow all my restless dreams were written in that land. We didn't have a pocket full of riches we could spend, just borrowed time and hopeful hearts that promised not to bend. We built a home with weathered boards, a porch swing made for two, and every nail, each simple prayer was driven there by you. When autumn laid its amber quilt across the field so wide, we gathered every blessing up with thankful hearts and pride. The years would leave their silver marks upon our smiling face, but every line became a song about amazing grace. The old oak tree still knows our names, the creek still hums our tune, the rocking chair remembers us beneath the harvest moon. Time may slow our steady steps, our hair may lose its gold, but love has found a stronger voice as both our hearts grow old. Every sunrise feels brand new when your hand reaches mine. Every cup of morning coffee tastes sweeter over time. You still smile the way you did when we were 23. Only now I understand what true love came to mean. There were seasons full of worry, fields that thirsted for the rain, nights we held each other close while hiding quiet pain. Still we never closed the door on hope or simple grace, because love kept lighting candles in the darkest little place. Sunday hymns and country roads, children running free, old guitars on front porches played our family melody. Every birthday, every Christmas, every photograph we framed only made the roots grow deeper, only strengthened what remained. Now the stars arrive much earlier and evening settles slow. We sit and watch the fireflies dance where soft winds blow. You don't have to say a word, your eyes still tell me all. Just one gentle look from you can catch me when I fall. If tomorrow comes without me, don't let sorrow fill your days. Find me in the meadowlark, the sunrise through the haze. I'll be every country breeze moving through the pines, every fiddle softly singing of a love that still survives. So here's another quiet evening on the
this little patch of earth, thanking God for every season, every joy and every hurt. If I had another lifetime, one choice I'd gladly make, I'd walk that same old gravel road for your faithful heart to take. Forever wasn't written in diamonds, gold or fame. It lived inside the little things we never thought to name. And every time the daylight fades beyond the hills above, I'll thank the Lord for letting me grow old inside your love.
Morning found us on the hillside where the pine trees touched the sky. Golden rays were pouring softly as the sleepy clouds rolled by. You gathered little wildflowers growing near the mountain trail, while the wind became a storyteller riding through the vale. Every step beside the river felt as peaceful as a prayer. There was something in the silence saying love was always there. I never needed riches with these mountains in my view. Every dream I'd ever carried seemed to bloom because of you. We wandered through the open meadow where the bluebirds love to sing. Every changing season carried one more reason into spring. An old fence crossed the valley where the horses grazed below, while the river kept on dancing with a steady, gentle flow. You laughed beneath your weathered hat, the sunlight filled your eyes, brighter than the evening stars that shimmered through the skies. The world beyond kept turning with its endless rush and noise, but here the mountains taught our hearts to treasure simple joys. Listen close, the forest knows love grows slowly like the river flows. Whispering pines, calling out your name. Every breeze reminds me nothing stays the same. Still these mountains stand, still we're hand in hand. Every road we've traveled through leads me home to you. When the daylight fades away and stars begin to shine, I'll always hear forever in the whispering pines. Autumn wrapped the hillsides in a blanket made of gold. Every leaf another story only faithful hearts could hold. The old cabin by the river welcomed every falling night, with the fire softly dancing in its warm and gentle light. We'd sit beside the window while the moon climbed overhead, talking about
was led. Sometimes there were no words at all, just peaceful, quiet smiles, the kind that only grow between two hearts through passing miles. Years may leave their gentle marks upon these hands of mine, but every line reminds me of another mountain climb. We've watched the rivers rise and fall, the forests bloom and sleep, yet every promise that we made remains forever deep. If one more trail is waiting where the distant blue hills rise, we'll walk it just as slowly underneath those endless skies. Because the greatest journey wasn't measured by the miles, it was sharing every season with your laughter and your smile. Let tomorrow find us where the eagles fly, where the clouds drift slowly across the open sky. Every mountain echoes the love we've always known, teaching every traveler the way back home. Whispering pines sing our stories still, from the flowing rivers to the quiet hill. Every dawn begins, every sunset shines, with your heart beside me in the whispering pines. If forever has a song, its melody is kind. It sounds just like the wind through the whispering pines. Through the whispering pines. The harvest moon was rising over Miller's weathered barn. Lanterns cast a golden glow as neighbors gathered on the farm. Oh, Mr. Jenkins tuned his fiddle, the band began to play, and every smiling face recalled the good old country way. You wore a simple cotton dress, the color of the summer sky. A little ribbon held your hair and laughter lit your eyes. I reached my hand toward yours, you never asked me why. You simply smiled that quiet smile as the music drifted by. The wooden floor remembered every boot that crossed its grain. Generations danced together through sunshine and through rain. Grandparents, sons and daughters, little children running free, every heartbeat keeping time with one sweet melody. This could be the last dance inside old Miller's barn. The years have slowly changed this town, yet love keeps carrying on. If tomorrow looks different, tonight we'll hold on tight. We'll spin beneath these rafters till the morning brings its light. The smell of fresh cut cedar, apple pie upon the table, coffee brewing in the corner, stories old as they were faithful. Friends who'd known each other since the days of one-room schools, shared another laugh together, living by folks talked of cities, of busy streets and brighter lights. Still they found themselves returning for these precious country nights. Because something lives forever in a hometown melody, a gentle kind of happiness that sets the spirit free. You rested on my shoulder as the slow song filled the room. Outside the stars awakened, inside our hearts were blooming. No diamond ever sparkled like the tears within your eyes, tiny reflections of a lifetime filled with quiet sacrifice. The band played one more chorus, the fiddle softly cried. Couples held each other close, no reason left to hide. Every step became a memory, every turn another prayer, thanking God for simple blessings floating gently through the air. When the music finally faded and the lanterns all burned low, we stood beneath the oak tree, watching northern breezes blow. You whispered, promise one thing, no matter where life leads. I said, I'll always find you where country music breathes. If one day the old barn disappears and time rewrites this land, the songs will still remember every heart and every hand. For love was never built inside the boards or beams. It lived within the people who believed in simple dreams.